the process then for an approval. This was given provisional approval by the TGA. That's a relatively new phenomenon, the provisional approval process for the TGA. That goes back to 2018?
Yeah, so this was something that was introduced, I guess, for a range of scenarios.
Yep.
One was that particularly cancer patients were getting upset that cancer drugs were showing benefits in clinical trials, but then they were being told, well, the drug won't be approved for another 5 years because it has to go through the normal TGA or regulatory process, and that's how long it takes.
Yeah.
And they're saying, but I'm going to be dead in 12 months without a treatment. And you're telling me I'm not allowed to have a treatment that's looking very promising because you want to take 5 years to think about it. So they said, oh yeah, look, politically this is really challenging to deal with. Let's bring in a process for, you know, life-saving drugs where basically we don't have to wait that 5 years. We can actually approve them just based on some early data that looks promising, and then we'll continue to collect the data after, you know, subsequently. And if it turns out not to be true, we can withdraw the approval. And if it turns out the drug is effective and it's safe, you know, in 5 years' time it will get a full approval.
Right.
So that was the scenario in which it was introduced. Yes, it could also be used on a vaccine in a pandemic, but ultimately it was more driven by the idea of someone with cancer needing access to a treatment urgently, having promising treatments available, but them not being allowed to have it because of this long regulatory process.